The skin is made up of 3 layers. The outer protective layer is called the epidermis. The middle layer is called the dermis, made of connective tissue, blood vessels, nerve endings, hair follicles, and glands. And then the inner layer called the hypodermis, made up mostly of adipose fatty tissue. In this lesson, we will focus on the epidermis. The epidermis is made up of keratinocytes, or cells which produce the protein keratin, used for protection and strength. We have 4 or 5 layers of epidermal tissue, 5 layers on the palms of our hands and soles of our feet, which need added protection from wear, and 4 layers everywhere else. In the bottom layer, called the stratum basale, or basal layer, we have basal keratinocytes, which are constantly performing mitosis. Through mitosis, the keratinocytes are being replicated as they eventually migrate to the outermost layer and are sloughed off. Melanocytes produce melanin, which is a pigment providing UV protection. Finally, within the basal layer, we have the Merkel cells, which are mechanoreceptor cells connecting to nerve fibers involved in the sense of touch. The next layer is called the stratum spinosum. Or spiny layer. Keratinocytes in the stratum spinosum are referred to as prickle cells. They are actively synthesizing fibrillary proteins that are essential for the formation of desmosomes. The desmosomes form joints which anchor the cells to each other. During tissue fixation for histologic microscopy, the cells shrink but remain tightly bound to each other through the desmosomes. So the connection between cells appear like spines or prickles. Langerhans cells are a type of immune cell found in all layers of the skin, but are most evident in the stratum spinosum. Like all immune cells, they form in the bone marrow, but once released, circulate in the blood, and then migrate to the skin, where they guard the epidermis against infection from pathogens. Langerhans cells are members of the dendritic cell family, functioning as antigen-presenting cells, or APCs, in the skin. They capture any pathogens they find roaming in the epidermis and display their antigens on the surface to stimulate other immune cells into action. The next layer is called the stratum granulosum. Stratum granulosum, or granular layer, made up of keratinocytes which contain keratohyalin, which are dense protein granules providing waterproof and moisture-proof layer within the epidermis. The stratum granulosum holds moisture within the epidermis. The stratum spinosum desmosomes combined with the stratum granulosum granules form combined protection for the skin. The next layer called the stratum lucidum, or clear layer, is a thin, clear layer of dead cells and is only within the thick skin on the palms of our hands and the soles of our feet. It provides added protection to areas most likely to be damaged. The final layer is called the stratum corneum. Or cornified layer. It is made up of to 20 layers of flattened dead keratinocyte cells, which are filled with keratin, providing a waterproof and protective layer for the skin. That covers the layers of the epidermis.